Good day, viewers at home. It's another interesting episode of Impact Pod. We're here today again with a very special guest. He's a brother to every one of us here. He's a friend, and we'll be talking to him today about Yoga. Okay, we'll be talking to him today about his life, his business, and his experience. And we hope that you can pick one or two things to learn from. And hope you enjoy the show. Today we are in the house with Toby Adeboyejo. Did I say that right?
Prince. Yes, correct.
Prince. Okay, Prince. Okay. Sorry, pardon my...
No, sir.
My
You're good.
Prince Toby Adeboyejo. Without further ado, I would like him to do the introduction himself. I don't want to talk about him. He would tell us who he is and what he does.
Thank you so much for the introduction. You already said it all. My name is Toby Adeboyejo. Thank you.
I like that.
Full stop.
Plain and simple. Okay. What does Toby Adeboyejo do?
I'm a registered nurse. I started so little as a licensed practical nurse, then move up to become a registered nurse. I'm doing my master's right now. Hopefully, I'll become a nurse practitioner this year.
Oh,
so gradually, we are doing it.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, welcome to this lovely show.
Thank you.
I can see that you're putting the full stop to all the questions.
No,
you don't want to expand or expatiate.
No, I can't. I can't.
He's a straight shooter.
He's a straight shooter. He doesn't miss.
I can't.
Okay. I don't know so much within your field in terms of being a nurse or practitioner, stuff like that. But if you want to be a mentor to someone, and the person comes to you like, okay, this is my dream. What will you tell the person? What would be your advice to such an individual?
Thank you. I really like that. It has always been my passion to encourage. I've done that over the course of my career. I started honestly as a floor nurse manager, then moving up to becoming an assistant director of nursing, then later got promoted to become a director of nursing back to back before actually setting up my own company. I've always been working with people. I've always been mentoring people because this life we can't live alone. Mm-hmm. The most important thing is to groom people. And in the course of grooming people, you are actually grooming yourself.
Yes.
You are helping yourself. Over the years, I've maintained so many relationships, which has actually brought me this far. But thank you for the question. I like it.
Full stop.
Full stop.
Yeah. For me, this is a very special one for me. Mm-hmm. Because, like I always call you, oh, my CEO. Yeah. You're a brother in all ramification to me, a brother from another mom.
How many people do you want to say that to?
No.
You said that about the person who stood up. You
Yeah.
call me that. You call him that.
I've never called you. Fuck you. Please, I did that. The fact remains that, what you just said is what I'm going to talk on, that when you're training people, you're developing yourself too. So my question is this: how do you combine the way people flock to you, like, oh, I need this. How do you handle all those kind of stuff?
That's a nice one. I like it. Well, personally, I take things easy a lot. I don't know how you guys familiar with depression. Depression can creep on anyone. It's like an ant, and you'll be shocked that every 8 out of 10 is depressed. Mm-hmm. So having a lot of people talking to me, coming to me for one or two things, I take my time. Like, my phone is always on silence because I don't want to get depressed. If you like send me a text today, I might reply tomorrow.
Yeah, I know.
I take my time. I'm a kind of slow person, but I get things done.
Yeah.
Even in terms of becoming a manager and everything, I made them money. I know how to make money.
That's the key
Trust
word.
me, but I don't act like you can't rush me. So people call me for mentorship, everything. I just take my time. I just don't I can't mix things together. If Egbon needs something, we have to talk about it. So that kind of helped me a little bit to kind of juggle things around.
Okay. Well, since we spoke about time and how you think things slow, considering your responsibilities as a manager
And as a business owner.
and as a business owner, and as a family man as well, how do you find the work
Balance.
life
Life
balance? How do you
It's
how do you
tough.
negotiate that?
It's tough. What has helped me so far is I'm not really an outgoing person. I'm more of a family guy. I'm more of like an indoor guy. I'm not a club guy. I'm more of a lounge guy. I prefer to just go to lounge, have my fun, and go home. So the work balance, I swear to God, I don't think I have that. But shout out to my wife. She keeps the home front safe.
Okay.
But on the side, I have other friends that I talk to that kind of like help out too. And I have a lot of people that work for me that kind of like, you know what? I won't be able to take this today. Could you please help? So I have people that help out. I have
you can
people that I
delegate to.
talk to. Trust me, I know so many amazing people.
Okay.
Okay. You talked about being a CEO. I don't mind if you would like to advise or, put people through on, so many people want to be a CEO, but they don't know what it entails to be one. They want to own something.
Because if you don't know what is the full meaning of CEO, it simply means Chief Executive Officer.
Who doesn't know that?
No, some people may be thinking it's diagram.
Because from your line of work, I believe you've seen a lot. Mm-hmm. You've gone through. You've seen people with depression, people with so many, illness or whatever stuff, and you now having been your own also. How do you juggle that? Being a CEO, putting people through, being at work, dealing with different kinds of people with different kinds of, I don't know which word to use that I won't be cancelled for. How do you maintain that balance? Like, okay, someone with depression comes to you, how do you balance that? Then you go back to being a CEO. You might see something different. How do you balance different illness? Let me call it illness, different illness with that same structure that you have?
Well, if I understand your question perfectly, kind of similar to what he asked me, but I would say there's no really trick to it. But let me take you back to the first question you wanted to ask, to give advice if people want to have a business or businesses. The most important thing is to develop a relationship with people. You have to be people's person. You have to be kind. You have to be passionate. You have to let people see who you are, get to know you. Along that line, you tend to put your ears down. People tend to talk. This is what is selling now. This is how people are making money now. Is it transportation? Is it like staffing? Is it like medical equipment? You put your ears down. People start saying this. Then you will search through yourself. What do you actually have passion for? What do you want to do? Then through those people that you've gathered over the years, you reach out to them. At least people have the mindset that I don't want to talk, people are not gonna help. That's not true. You got to ask questions. So, not to digress, those people you reach out, see, I have this. How do they do it? That is how you actually start your own business. By making inquiries, by asking questions. But taking it to the next stage, it takes hard work and prayers. That's number one. Number two, juggling people with different diseases, business. Like I said, I take my time. I have couples of friends that I'm close to that whenever something is weighing me off, I call them right away.
Oh, okay.
I have good friends. Like I can say that people always say keep your circle small.
Yes.
You can still keep your circle small and be a shitty person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a large circle and have conversation with different people. You just need to know when to shut up.
A good one.
Like when talking,
Know when to shut up.
You need to know what to say
and when.
You can talk to 100 people with different conversation. You can have two friends, they may not even like you. That's what you call small. Because they don't like you.
They just put up with you.
By keeping that cycle, you have to search through yourself. You have to know your weaknesses. You have to know your strengths. You have to know when to talk. And you have to know when to keep quiet. I'm sorry about the word shut up. I didn't mean it that way. Yeah, I didn't mean it that way.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm really enjoying this conversation. One thing I know about it in this life is that people always look at people who are, like a step ahead. People want to be like them. Like I always tell people, everybody wants to be like Bill Gates. Everybody wants to be like Elon Musk. Like, look at the interview Elon Musk had with that guy. Don't let. You could see in the interview that the guy was really pissed off. So, people want to be like them. You want to be like Adenuga, like Dangote. So, in this life, there's always two sides to everything. Mm-hmm. I know those CEO too. They always have another side. Mm-hmm. They have good experiences and bad experiences. You are the CEO. Yeah. Is there any side that you've been through that you feel like, wow?
What brought
A lot.
You said a lot.
A lot. If we start talking about that, we are not definitely going to leave this
Because
place.
I'm asking this question on a personal level because I've been to your office and we were in your office till like 12 o'clock.
Yeah, 12
So
a.m.
we were drinking NSC. But
That was to step down the tension.
Yeah. So I'm like, I still left you there. You said you were going to go like 4 a.m. in the morning. Mm-hmm. So these are the kind of experience, but people don't see it. Mm-hmm. So if you don't mind, if you want to be a CEO, you should be ready for this. This, you can go through this.
Yeah. Number one, the first thing first is having the funds. It's so important. Like what we do like a staffing, and we have to pay people every weekend. You cannot miss one payment. So the funds is very important. Number two, building relationship with people is very important because people are actually understanding. If you talk to them, if you treat them well, they are gonna understand you. And what was the question again? There was a part that I missed.
Yeah, like as a CEO, people always see you on the surface. They see you on the outlook. They see your outlook. Mm-hmm. They don't really know what you go through.
I remember. So I go through a lot personally. I get broke. I get broke a lot. Even when people see me and feel like I have money, sometimes I don't even have nothing in my account. There are times that I pick up checks from my friends. And when I tell you I have quality friends, I mean it. I have friends that can run me a check of 10 grand.
I know.
I have a friend that can actually run me a check of 50 grand. And like I have quality people. That has really helped. And let me tell you a secret. God bless the United States of America. It doesn't matter whether you are 9 to 5 or you are a business person. We are all levelers. Mm-hmm. And I will tell you why. I was a 6-figure guy in 2022, And 2023, I was 7 figures.
Wow.
Yes. At least my CPA is out there. 7 figures. And as of that 7 figures, my account balance was probably just $500 or $200.
Yeah. The
That
more
is
you
how
grow,
it is.
the more the
That's all.
expenses.
And when I was even the CNA, I used to save a lot of money. So when people say, how many figure are you annually? I'm just like, do you have the money in your bank account?
It's not about the figure, it's what you got. Okay.
And God bless America more. Even the business people, the big shots you see out there, they don't have cash. They have it in credit. Mm-hmm. They may have $500,000 credit card, $1 million, $2 million credit card. They don't have it in cash. Wait till they want to get cash out of that money. That's why you see them, they can afford anything. But the country is so blessed that you can be in that box, except if you are really, really smart, in which I'm not going to go into. But that's how it is.
I got you.
Okay. I will delve into your area of expertise, which is healthcare. What would you advise? Okay, we are all men here. Everybody's going
I
through.
thought you're a woman.
Oh, you thought so? Well, thank God. Thank God, God no be man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like a general health advice. With what is going on these days, I think one of the things I've come to learn, and I talk to a lot with my friends, is back home when we were growing up, mental health is not something that I was really focused on. I was talking to my mom a couple of days ago, and I was citing an example of someone we used to know, and they were like, "Oh, Ogun Leni, Ogun Kinikoni." I was like, looking at that, how that man used to act back then, I would just say it's depression, and it wasn't really attended to, and it got out of hand till something else happened. Coming from where we are in Africa and being here where we are right now, where there is more enlightenment, what is like a general health advice towards mental health you would like to give to our viewers?
To be honest with you, like I said, I'm doing psychiatric mental health right now. So I've learned a lot about that. And I really like that question because it's a topic I can talk on. But because of the time, I mentioned depression earlier. Trust me, depression is a disorder that is characterized and that can cause like anxiety. It's really bad. Every 8 out of 10 is depressed. That's why what people can do in regards to that is to talk more.
Talk more.
Find people you like. People that bottles in stuff, they get depressed a lot. Because they can bottle it. They don't want to say it out. But you see those ones that talk, they hardly get depressed. It's important to talk more. It's important to identify people that truly cares about you. Because being in healthcare, I'm passionate. I'm passionate about you. I love people.
Yeah,
I can't see people cry. Like back in Nigeria, I used to talk a lot. I used to be a cheater. No, I can't do it anymore. I love people. And when people say, "Oh, Nigerians, I don't want to work with them. They are this, they are that." No, it's just that our culture comes with a lot of respect.
Yeah.
When you work with older people at work, it is what it is. You have to respect them. They are not bad. Whatever energy you give to them, they are going to give it back to you. Nice people. Nigerians are kind. And back to the depression, talk to people. The one that is bad is bipolar. Almost impossible to have solution to that. You can only get medications. And if you have people around you, it's still kind of dangerous because you can kill them one day. Bipolar is very serious. Anxiety, if you have good people, if you are taking your medications, anxiety is not like a big deal. It is a big deal, let me take it back. But if you surround yourself with people that are not going to shout, scare you, people that are about good news,
They won't put you on the hedge.
you should be fine.
Okay.
You should be fine. And generally, health-wise, you already know about hypertension, diabetes, heart failure. You have to exercise. Some of us don't even exercise. You have to exercise.
No, they have one way they exercise,
And
and
the
that's
bad
the
news
only way.
about those is they are like kind of hereditary. Hypertension, we all have hypertension. Diabetes, I don't have it, but a lot of people are diabetic. So you have to watch what you eat. You have to, there's no big rationale behind that. Watch your food, eat healthy, don't drink, don't smoke. I love
Don't drink, don't smoke, and you slow down.
I don't know. It is what it is, but health-wise,
How will you look at my face? You gave it to me.
That's it. Okay, that's just my answer.
All right, thank you for that response.
Okay, well, Toby just said something now. It mentioned something about bipolar. I'm not going to lie. I only got to know about bipolar when I got to America.
It's serious.
Yes. I want to ask you, because when I first came, I don't really understand what it is, because I see people getting, I'm like, if you do this in Africa, would they beat the shit out of you?
Or they'll tie you up.
Or they tie you up.
Like, are you okay?
It's just like nowadays, if somebody call me from Nigeria and say, oh, this is what is going on with somebody, I'll be like, oh, bipolar. And they'll be like, especially my mom will say, what's the meaning of bipolar? I say, you can't understand.
They say it's village people.
So a lot of things that goes on here goes on in Africa too. But it's like they don't really have the information. So I'm just going to ask you, with all due respect, as a CEO, I mean, as somebody who is, a voice in health services and health care, how are you trying to, is there any plan in future of you trying to, in one way or the other, give back to the African society, Nigerian society? Because nowadays I see that it's not all about money. This information needs to be spread out back home. So is there any plan in future or very close by of you doing that back home?
Yeah, I've been doing that. I was in Nigeria about 3 weeks ago, and I organized like a place to talk to people about depression. People need counseling. Bipolar. So your questions is like 2 to 3 in one.
That's how it
Bipolar is very common, but you will not know. And it's a disorder that affect the brain like a neuron. It's sometimes even hard to explain. And I'll give you an example of a bipolar person. Like someone laughing now, all of a sudden,
The mood changes.
the mood change. Like it's really crazy. I can't even explain it myself. It's very common, but so far so good. There are so many people who are attending people, so many psychiatrists prescribing medications, enlightening people like what they need to do, how they need to go about it. That's, by the way, back in Nigeria, we are doing counseling. We are talking to people. So, but so far so good. We are giving back to the community.
I trust you. Yeah,
You trust?
yeah, I know.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I just wanted to tell them.
Oh,
when
okay,
next
so
you
that
see
they
me,
can know.
I owed them.
Told him,
okay.
to do what?
They can bill him.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We've touched a little bit about your career. You've talked a little bit about the family, but I would love to get a little bit deeper into the family, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Like how, how's it been with the family? Because you put in full stop on all the questions, but there are times you get back from work and you are tired. Mm-hmm. And the family also need their own time from you. Mm-hmm. Not just the weekend, maybe during the week also. So do you create a separate calendar for the family, or not that you take your time? We all take time, but still, you still need to create time for the family. He gave an example whereby he was still with you till 12 a.m. And you said till 4 a.m.
So I was doing payroll that day.
For such a day, maybe you got back home around, let's assume 7 a.m. And the kids want to play with you. How do you handle that stress? Because it's stressful being at the office till that time. So how do you put that together?
Well, I try. Like I said earlier, I have a good woman on my side. So on the home front part, she's been the one handling it most of the times. Shout out to my wife. To be honest, I don't have no calendar. Like, I'm a typical African Nigerian guy. I do not have no calendar, but I try as much as possible to get involved. Like my son basketball game, I was with him yesterday at the game. Activities, I tried as much as possible. I try as much as possible to go home on
As
time.
an African,
but it has not been easy. It's been really challenging. But whenever I'm home, I try to help. I try to do things that's so important at home.
Like the assignments?
Yes.
Thank you, Prince Toby Adeboyejo.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure having you. It's been fun. It's been wonderful. It's been entertaining. And most of all, it's been very educative.
Thank you so
I've
much.
grabbed some few things I've learned myself, and I know our viewers at home too.
So I'm going to know how to
I've
do
learned
with you guys, because
a lot of
you guys are
lessons.
bipolar.
Okay. Well, just make sure you are ready. That's all I can say. Thank you very much. Hope to catch you guys again on an interesting episode coming up very soon. Keep liking, keep subscribing, and keep supporting us. We appreciate. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you.